and this is the 3rd of December. December started, the last month of the year. The last month of 2025. We're saying goodbye to 2025 together. And it's dark outside. It's not that cold. We have Christmas markets opening everywhere. Are you feeling the Christmas spirit? Are you in this mood for gatherness, for celebration, giving gifts, getting gifts? Are you more of a gift giver or a gift taker? What are you going to buy for Babja? What Babja wants? Are you going to make something? Are you going to shop online, order on Amazon, and taking the or Allegro, taking the risk of never receiving your package on time? Or are you going to make your own gift, DIY style? Are you going to build your parents a house for Christmas? Are you going to knit a sweater to your boyfriend for Christmas? Or maybe a hood for your sister? We are getting to the shortest day of the year. And it's time where we slow down a little bit. We spend more time at home. We sleep more. Some people do not. But winter means slowing down. Taking it easy. Can you stop and be bored? Can you just breathe? Can you put your phone down? This is what this is all about. Winter, it's about reflection. But Miguel, it's not winter yet. Yes, I know. It's cold though. Days are short. There's no sunlight. It's time to connect. And we are online. We are connected. At IMI Radio. So many things happening. The end of the year, we are worried, we are concerned about where are we going to spend. Are we going to go to our family home for Christmas? Are we going to spend with friends? Are we going to just do nothing and celebrate alone? What about Sylvester? What about New Year's Eve? Party? New Year's Eve is less of a family celebration, isn't it? Just what about Secret Santa? We have a budget. We can choose gifts. We get a name in a hat. The Coca-Cola truck is coming to Warsaw. Romania has the biggest Christmas market in Europe today. We're all getting westernized. Europe is getting more Americanized, I would say. Becoming America. A lot of things happening. What Christmas would be like if Santa lived in Warsaw? Do you still believe in Santa Claus? I believe in this show we have more questions than answers, don't we? Have you been to the Christmas market that just opened in front of the Palace of Culture? I haven't. But it looks very nice. I saw the Ferris wheel, the Coca-Cola one. Do people still drink Coca-Cola? Thought it was just sugar. Anyway, I'm going to share my plans. I'm going to spend Christmas with the family. And that's important. I want to do a detox from my phone. I'm gonna turn off my phone for at least 5 days. It's an experiment. I did spend most of 2025 awaken hours on my phone, unfortunately, because that's where I work. And I want to cut that. I want to stop for a few days. I want to let go. I want to turn it off. I want to tell my friends. I want to tell my family. I'm going to tell them, listen, for the next 4 days, I will be unreachable. I'll be offline. I'll be out. Because I deserve a break. It's been a lot. Oh, last Saturday we did a musical. We performed a musical in English in Warsaw. And that's a big achievement for something that doesn't exist. Doing something new was so cool. We had a full room of people, full house, very nice crowd. We're singing and dancing. And then the weekend we had an opera, improv, a comedy show with opera. Can you imagine? Those things are possible because of community and the beautiful people that we have around us. Also, those things are possible because of work. Because when you start moving things, doors open. And due to the weather, sometimes it's hard to move things around. Get tired. A lot of people are working a lot. I think a lot of people work more in the winter because they are scared of becoming homeless. Because during summer, homelessness doesn't look that bad. But when it's minus 10 degrees outside, you don't want to be homeless, do you? So when you're your boss asks you, do you want to do some extra hours? When your supervisor asks you to come to work on Saturday, you can't say no because you don't want to end up homeless. So you end up working longer, and you have all those goals to reach, those sales goals and targets. So many targets. I've got to hit the target. So then you end up working 2-3 times more during winter, during this time of the year. Also to compensate, because a lot of companies, they close. So they want you to just, squeeze you a little bit harder so they can close for 5 days. It's time for a break. I was reading about restarts. I was reading about starting from scratch. So a lot of our listeners, they never left home or their city, or they never lived in in other countries, or how it is. Sometimes you have no choice. Sometimes you have to restart from scratch. When you lose your job, you have to restart from scratch. When someone passes away, your partner from, some terrible disease, you have to restart from scratch. When you get a divorce, you have to start from scratch. Restarting from scratch, it's something inevitable. It happens in everyone's lives. Some people, they that happens more often than others. And when it does, you have to be prepared. I remember COVID, yeah. Those were unpredictable times. Though that was a mess. COVID was like a movie. It was unbelievable. Out of nowhere. Everyone was talking about this virus in China. People were making jokes about it, myself included. And then from a week to another, boom, everything shuts down. It's all closed. You cannot go to work. Cannot go to school. You can celebrate and rest for a few weeks, but then it starts to become a little bit, start to ask, when is everything going back to normal? And then you cannot meet people anymore, and then you have to wear a mask everywhere, and then everything is closed. And then everyone buys toilet paper, and you cannot find toilet paper anymore. Do you remember? Those were crazy times. And that was not a long time ago. Doesn't matter how much of an adventure you are. Nothing can prepare you for a pandemic, for everything, for a lot of people lost their minds during COVID, and I mentioned toilet paper, but a lot of people just relationships were broken. The world was divided. Some people believed in COVID, and there were people that did not believe in COVID. It was crazy. Discussions, families apart. I think it was the highest ratio of divorce in the past 100 years was during COVID. Some people, they found out that they cannot live together because they were spending so much time together. There was no work to clean your palate, to rewind. Remember when we had to do a test to go to the airport or to a train or to travel to another country? Some countries were different from the other. Some countries you could not even walk your dog out. Get fines. Some cities were you're trapped at home. You had an app, it was tracking you down. That was insane. But that we see the effect of that pandemic to this day. Since the pandemic, we are a lot of the world has changed due to that, and a lot of things did not go back to normal. I believe some things will never go back to normal. And there are echoes of that period, yeah. So what did you do during the lockdown? I stopped drinking. I don't drink alcohol since the lockdown. I've changed my life completely since the lockdown, and I think it was a terrible period to some people, but to others it was not that bad. A lot of plans were canceled, a lot of lives were changed, but some people got the best of it. Some people they started with a hobby and became a profession. Some people they started drinking during the lockdown. Some people they divorced and they found another partner, someone more suitable. How did the lockdown affected you? Was it productive? Was it a waste of time? Was it lonely? Was it depressing? You could not celebrate Christmas. You could not go with your family and have a Christmas dinner. You could not visit your friends. There were so many things you could not do. And now, from time to time, we can still remember, we can still see some things around. We're going to do a break. We're going to listen to some songs, and we're going to come back in a few seconds. It was Lola Young Messi here today, the 3rd of December 2025. We are ending the year together with IMI Radio. This is Miguel on the radio, and we are excited. We're talking about memories, nostalgia, pandemic, the world, how we should appreciate that now we can actually, do things together, and we can visit our family and spend Christmas with the loved ones, and how the world was different 3 years ago, how everything just changed, and we don't appreciate. Sometimes we take it for granted. We don't think about it. We forget that things can change, that the nothing is guaranteed, that we can restart our life at any minute, that we are one economic crisis of becoming homeless. We are one mental health issue of becoming homeless. Homelessness is just around the corner, and I spoke about this maybe before, but I think we should be grateful for what we have, and work towards something better. Move and appreciate and do things and create, because we are living in better times. Not everything sucks, and we can always do more and get with people that have the same vision or the same energy, and build something together, and let's celebrate good times. Let's celebrate December. Let's enjoy the most of it. Doesn't matter if it's dark and cold outside. Let's go out and look at the gray sky, and just be thankful for what we have, and do things that we can be proud about in the future. If you could do something today that you look in a few weeks and you think about it, you will be happy to remember. What would that be? Are we living in comfortable times? Is life too comfortable at the moment? I was thinking about that the other day. Is it when they say like tough times make tough people, or something like that, and then easy times make easy people? I don't know, or is it strong people or weak people? I don't know. Are we living in too much of a comfortable period of time? I was at the moment in my life, I was working in a meaningless job, and I was thinking, and I was reflecting, and somehow I hear people saying sometimes that wouldn't it be nice to just live in a farm and grow your own food and stop the rat race, and I think that's wrong. I think that is something that people don't think about. I did volunteer in a farm for a while. It's hard work. It's not easy to grow your own food. Can you do it? I don't think so. If you are working in a corporate job, I don't think you have the strength. With all the respect, I don't think you have the strength to quit your job and start growing potatoes. It's hard work, long hours, digging holes and cleaning the fields and And then if you have a problem with infestations or bugs or slugs, then it's all gone. If it rains too much, or if it doesn't rain enough, you cannot grow your own food. So yes, I'm thankful we have supermarkets. Convenience, life, it's a bit easier now than what it used to be, and we do work a lot sometimes. I think that 40, sometimes 45, 50 hours a week. But that doesn't mean that a farm life is better or worse. I think we're living in good times. We should be proud. Should be happy. Whatever you are, it's a good times to be alive. And coming from Poland, coming from Warsaw, I think this is the place to be. A lot of good things happening around here, and raise optimism. It's important. And let's play a song to raise optimism, and then we end the show. All right, all right, all right. So I was not able to listen to myself during this show, but I hope you were able to listen to myself, and that was it. We're gonna end a little bit earlier. There's a great show coming up next. I'm gonna leave the space for the next host to adjust all that she needs, and I highly recommend you to stay tuned and listen for more IMI Radio. I'll say goodbye. The 3rd of December, 2025. A show of reflection, of thinking, of gratitude. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for listening. And I will see you next week. Goodbye. Ciao, ciao.